Hello, Taurus friends. For those of you who've been here before, welcome back. And for those of you who it's your first time, welcome. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. And I will be doing an April monthly reading for the sign of Taurus. Why are my fingers greasy? Oh, my lips. Well, I was very confused there for a second. Okay, monthly readings I do broken down week by week. How's each week start and how's it end? And at the end, I usually pull like one oracle card for like overall advice. I pretty much always do that. We might not do it if it's not needed, but we probably will because it's pretty much always needed. So I will have timestamps in the description box below of each week, so you can come back and watch the weeks as they come, as you're in them, or whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? We are starting with the Kei Tarot Love deck, which is new and it's so dope. And I want to show you guys this dope box, right? Look at the inside. There's a crystal. The creator made it like this so you can have an altar everywhere, anywhere you go. Love. And wait till you see the art. It's so beautiful. And we're probably pulling from the Native Heart Oracle, but we might not. We'll figure that out when we get there. Okay. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to get started. We're going to start with how each week starts, and then we'll pull for how each week ends. Are you ready, my Taurian friends? Are you ready? Ready. Okay. Week 1 for Taurus. How's it starting? Week 1. Hold on. Oh, I might pull another one. The 3 of Pentacles. I'm going to pull another one. The Queen of Wands, sideways, going into the upright. Okay. Looks like the beginning of a collaboration, co-creation. You're getting ready for it. You're getting ready. Whoever this Queen of Wands energy is, which we'll get into when we get into week 1, is getting themselves into their highest vibrational good. And it has something to do with the way they show up. The way you show up, they show up in partnership, co-creator partnership. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yes, this is powerful. We have the 6 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. This is tied into your longevity and your end game and the whole, your legacy, the whole thing. So get yourselves ready, Taurus. It's going to be a good reading. Okay, week 2. Week 2. The High Priestess. Yes, Taurus. That's you in touch with your esoteric knowledge. You're receiving and creating, receiving and letting give birth to. You know what I mean? Okay. Week 3. The 4 of Pentacles flipped around. A little bit of resistance, a little bit of fear about like staying where you are as opposed to letting yourself fully grow and expand. Week 3. The 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Finding yourself in a place where you are trying to manage 2 seemingly opposite forces, entities, situations, needs. They seem opposing, and you're trying to figure out, how do I fit them in? Because they're both necessary to you and the care and keeping of you. You're trying to figure it out. Or you're trying to figure out how to approach something. We'll get there. Week 4. How's it start? The 8 of Swords. This is anxiety winning. Let's see. We're going to see how they end, okay? Well, how's the split for these? The Six of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Like past life, very significant relationship, tied, soul tie, soul contract, the longevity of you, the carekeeping and the foundation. You're laying the foundation for the longevity of you. Okay, how are they ending? Are we going to use the same? Really? Hold on. I think they want me to use the Major Arcana only Twilight deck that my youngest kid got me for, I think, solstice or my birth. I think it was my birthday, actually. It was my birthday. I haven't used this deck yet. And so they're all the characters from Twilight as the Major Arcana. Some of the characters, I'm not going to know who they are exactly. So don't hold that against me. But this is what it wants me to use. This is what we're using. Okay. How is week 1 ending for Taurus? How is week 1 ending? The Fool in reverse. Okay, so you got 2 Aries cards so far, 2. Could be relevant, might not be relevant, but it's the energy of that. We'll get into all of this when we clarify. How is week 2 ending? How is week 2 ending? Wait, is that Bella? Yeah. Right? That's Bella. Okay. How's week 2 ending? The Star, which is Renesmee in reverse. You got some challenging stuff going on here. Yeah. You're battling with your being and your knowing. Your being, knowing, and your thinking, right? There's thinking and overthinking happening here and fighting. You're fighting some kind of reality and some kind of truth, something that is a reality. Week 3, how's it end? The Empress in reverse, which is Renee. Is that her name? The mom? That's you. Taurus Libra. All right, Taurus. Okay. How's week 4 ending? Y'all, this is heavy, and I feel strongly you're putting it on yourself again. You saw it, right? The Hangman in reverse. There's so much resistance going on. That's one of the wolf kids, I think. Okay. On the split. Oh, did I not look at the split on that or the bottom? Oh, I closed it up. We'll see. On the split is the Wheel, which is another one of the wolf kids. What was his name? Seth. And Justice, which is, gosh, what's her name? The one who doesn't like Bella. I can't believe I can't remember her name, the blonde chick. Oh my God. I can't remember her name. That's her, though. Also Libra. Okay. The Sun is underneath the Wheel, which is Jacob, and the Emperor, which is underneath Justice. That's Carlisle. So you have a lot. You have Aries and Libra all up in this. Leo, you, Taurus, Aquarius, Aries, though, a lot of Aries. Okay. The theme of this is standing in your most authentic self, sense, and power, everyone involved in this, and letting destiny take its course, let it play out. You're resisting it. Letting justice happen, giving justice a space to happen, letting the wheel spin instead of stopping it. What was the bottom? Oh, yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. That's right. I did know what that was. Don't remember what the other one was. Love is involved in this, but it is kind of the sidekick. You know what I mean? This is mostly centered. This right now is centered on the foundations of your care and keeping of you, which are going to in turn be the foundations of your longevity. And it's you gathering your resources of self and like taking accountability where needed and using your voice where needed and letting go of control where needed. You know what I mean? It's you figuring all these things out. Yeah, Taurus. It's gonna be an interesting month for you. Okay. We're going to get started. Week 1. You got the 3 of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands sideways going into the upright. Aren't they beautiful? This is what you got going on in week 1. A lot of light, right? Light, airy, flowing, peaceful, and then but look at how it's like anchored by these like core, like you're up here and you're is overthinking. There's muddiness in here, and so here, and here. You feel me? And you end with the Fool in reverse. So this is all a gigantic halt. What's required is the next step for you to stand in your full power, confident in yourself. That's the number one underlying with this, your solar plexus. So look up solar plexus healings and openings on YouTube, little meditations. There's going to be 1,000 and they're going to come from every length of time. You know what I mean? Find one that works for you and do that. Or not, it's up to you. I'm thinking about what we're going to ask. Well, what is this 3 of Pentacles? What am I using? Oh, the Crow Tarot. Okay, cool. I haven't used this one in a long time. What is this 3 of Pentacles showing up like for Taurus? What can you tell Taurus about what this is so they're clearer on what this reading is about for week 1? Okay. The 7 of Pentacles. It's about reassessment and being honest, taking an honest, unbiased look at the situation and then knowing the steps to take next and then letting yourself take them, right? So this is definitely some kind of co-creator relationship that you are already involved in. So whatever that looks like for you, whatever this relationship is that you thought of, see how it fits in as in the realm of co-creation. And if it does, this resonate. This is you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. The 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands. It's a lot of struggle going on here. A lot of struggle. With sense of self and with being seen. It's both. It's how you see yourself, how you show up, and how others see you. The Knight of Swords. Okay. There's some kind of conflict, clearly, right? Where what is needed is necessary action from about the truth, that's centered in the truth. Bringing the truth to light. Bringing the truth to light. Serving the truth, right? Letting truth be served. The 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Yeah, okay. Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. The Empress, again, in the upright. Okay, I'm glad I picked that up. Okay, Six of Pentacles. So this is all about you getting really clear on who you are, on what you want, on what you consider fair, on what you consider simultaneously uplifting, on what you consider reciprocity, in whatever regard to this relationship that you're in. It's about you also having faith in your ability to still stay an independent entity, even though you're going to come into communion and collaboration. So maybe you lose yourself, maybe you have lost yourself, maybe your voice has been taken from you, and you are learning how, that's what it is. You're learning how to get your voice back. Oh, Taurus, that's beautiful. You are the sign of the throat. That's beautiful. You're going to right whatever wrongs happened in whatever this is. Okay, so the Fool, how week one ends, is in the reverse. So let's see what you can do to get it into the upright. What needs to happen for Taurus to get this Fool into the upright? The Nine of Swords in reverse. That's good. That's where you want that card. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Whatever this crippling anxiety that you've been in, that you and you're putting that on yourself, okay? You're letting it go. You're learning how to uncover it. You're learning how to get through it, okay? The Three of Pentacles again, and the Devil. Yeah. It's all about how you show up in relationship. And how you let yourself, what you let yourself become, what you let yourself enjoy, the commitment that you give. I'm going to pull another. Let me just switch these up a little. So we've got a little bit of, okay. What else can Taurus do to get this Fool into the upright? The Four of Swords. Take rest, self-care of your hierarchical needs. Sleeping, eating, how are you sleeping? What is your living situation like? What are you putting in your body? What are you surrounding your body with? What kind of movement? Get all of that back strong, solid, so you can move from there. That's what's needed to happen right now. And that's what's going to help that Nine of Swords flip over. You're exhausted. And you're doing this to yourself. Whatever happened originally was not your fault, most likely. Like, something external happened, but you are making it worse on yourself, okay? The Three of Wands. Making the choice to take action. Yeah, because right now you're in the Fool in reverse. You're meant to be fully leaping forward, but you're not. So the Two of Wands, which also didn't, the Two of Pentacles comes up for you in week 3. So it looks like right now at the end of week 2, what you're getting to is a place where you understand, if I can stay where I am and it's going to be all of this that has already happened and worse, because I'm not letting myself grow. I'm staying in this. I'm choosing to stay in this and bring it with me, or I'm going to move forward and expand. It's stay in your comfort zone or move yourself out and take the risk to go and expand and bloom. That's where you are. So it looks like you're turning this Fool into the upright and going, I'm not sure, but you're definitely, you're heading to the High Priestess. So week 2. You're heading to a place that's led by your intuition, which is good and where the universe wants you to be, and that's what is best for your highest vibrational good. Okay, so let's see. We also have the Star in reverse. The Star is when you've been through an incredible amount of unfair shit, and you have done the work, And the universe is seeing you, recognizing you, and rewarding you. It's healing. It's a healing and it's a happening of something that is something you didn't think would happen, but it's amazing, right? You wished it would happen, or you never realized, you never, it's better than you ever thought, those kinds of things. But that is halted right now, and you are halting. It's halting. I want to say you are halting it, but we'll see. Okay, so what are we going to ask? How is the High Priestess showing up for Taurus? Because you're somehow missing it. So how are you showing up for Taurus, High Priestess? That's your full raw power. That's your full raw. That is the High Priestess is the 5D version of the Empress, right? So that's what we're talking about. This is you tuning in alignment with your core origin source. You feel me? Really letting that expand and have space. You're powerful, and you maybe have not wielded it with the most integrity at sometimes. And some of that's not because you're a bad person. It's just because you were out of alignment. So forgive yourself where needed. Forgive others. Take accountability. Be kind to yourself, and let yourself become the beautiful awesomeness that you are, Taurus, okay? So how is this High Priestess showing up for Taurus? Hot flashing. Okay, my face is getting all flushed it's from menopause. 4 of Cups. It's showing up as what you're choosing to not let yourself take part in, that your heart is meant to be in. You're pulled to something and you're blocking it. You're blocking it. It's tied into your past lives. It's tied into your soul purpose. And the 5 of Swords. Yeah, you're deceiving yourself about your role. You're deceiving yourself about your reality. The Empress is under the Hierophant. And under the 5 of Swords is the Ace of Swords. It's all about it's a reckoning for you. It's a becoming of the truth and letting the truth, taking it on, and then letting that show up in whatever ways honor your highest vibrational good. So when you're feeling bored, when you're feeling distracted, when you're feeling annoyed, when you're feeling poor me, all of those are ways that you're blocking your intuition. Your intuition is your highest self is trying to tell you something, and you're switching it into self-sabotage in a way that is pitying yourself. Do you feel me? So you got to look at that. So don't be mad at yourself or bad, like mean to yourself about it. There's a wound there somewhere. There's closure that you didn't get somewhere, that you needed. Somebody hurt you at some point, right? Oh, the sun, here it comes again. It's beautiful. The same thing happened with Aries on week 2 in the beginning at the same time. This is really interesting. Not the same cards though, but just interesting. With the sun coming out of me, that happened too. Yes, there's a core wound that still requires healing. And you need to sit with it. You need to sit with that and not distract yourself, okay? All right, so what can Taurus do to get the star into the upright? Both of them in the reverse. Oh, because I'm holding it in the reverse. Yay, okay, so they're not in the reverse. That's good. Good, it's much better. I'm so glad I realized that. Okay. What came up was the 6 of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is Libra. Doesn't have to be Libra. Hold on, let me close that. Okay, so what is required from you is whatever these truths are, when you sit with it instead of avoiding it, letting whatever needs to fall and break apart so that the light can come through, so that you can rebuild it, okay? It's time for you to do that. It's time to be really clear about who you are. Rebuild your energetic reserve so that you're rebuilding your real, like your stability in reality right now, in real time. You're building up the foundation of you so that you can maintain and hold on to your integrity and your authentic self in any situation that comes your way. That's where you are right now. Your focus is on that, right? And how you do that partially is when you recognize these things. What you're also going to need to do then is a clean separation of whatever isn't in alignment with your highest vibrational good. It doesn't have to be permanent, but it is something that needs to happen. And you need to separate your energy fully and your focus on you, and not at this time. You feel me? On you. And to stand in the energy of the Queen of Swords, which is the knowing. Clear sight. No judgment. Just what is, in a loving way. The way the Queen of Swords stands in her power is by having her head and her heart in alignment. Her knowing and her being. Not thinking, overthinking, discerning when necessary. But this is someone you can count on. This is someone who will tell the truth, who sees the truth, who is the truth, who knows the truth. You can't lie to the Queen of Swords. And she's going to call you out on your shit. And she's going to step in and cut you out if she needs to. And she ain't worried about it. That's your journey. You feel me? That's where you got to get a certain level of detachment. But look at it in the way of being a neutral observer. Being a witness. Bearing witness. And then speaking it. Speaking the truth. Do you understand? That's where you need to work on and focus on in the end of week 2. Okay, so week 3. Starts with the 2 of Pentacles. So that's you coming to that. Let's see what the 2 things are that you're juggling. But I think we know, but let's just see. What are the 2 areas or things, whatever, that Taurus is juggling at the beginning of week 3? The Ace of Cups. Allowing yourself to go on that journey to open to love, to understanding love, the being part, the knowing and the being, right? Okay. Ooh, that's 2 right there. Okay. The Lovers and the Sun. Oh, wow. All right, hold on. What's on the split? Temperance. Oh, shit. That's 4 major arcana. And the Wheel of Fortune. Fucking it is. It's 4 major arcana. I said 4, but it was really 3, but it was really 4. Jesus, Taurus. This is a big deal for you, okay? And we already know, and if you've been here before, you know that I consider Taurus to be the magical spiritual beast, right? Taurus, Aquarius, Pisces for different reasons, but all equal, but different ways. Shit. Okay. Hold on. I got to make space because we got to get into this a little bit. Okay. What you are trying to integrate is a relationship with your divine counterpart, with someone who is your divine counterpart, with an equally reciprocal, equally acknowledged, actualized, committed person. And both of you are in alignment with your care and keeping of yourself and the source first, which is how you can come together in a healthy, a perfect union, you know? And the Sun, your highest, this is what most readers consider the happiest card in the deck. And I agree with that, but I just interpret it differently. I translate it differently. This is you in your most authentic power. Okay, and of course then you are going to be in the state of happiness because you have accepted it. So everything around you is going to reflect that. There's still going to be negative things, but you're not going to be knocked off. You know what I mean? You're not going to be held down anywhere close to what you're not going to be held down, and you're not going to react in the way that you have in the past because you've learned what you've needed to learn. The split and the bottom are Temperance and Wheel of Fortune, and under the fucking Temperance is Strength. You got both tests of the universe. The test of your will and discipline, and the test of your control, letting go of control and surrendering to the flow, and the wheel, right? So the wheel also came up in this split underneath, right? And the sun. This is a really important part of your journey, Taurus. This is a really pivotal part right now, and depending on what you choose, you are directly contributing to if you're going to move forward and expand and give yourself peace and have happiness and abundance and keep building toward that, or if you're going to stay in the hell that you've been in because you're refusing to learn some lessons. You feel me? And this is you trying to figure out how to stay yourself and be part of a co-creation, right? How to have it all and how to have success in all of that. And what's coming up very strongly is the universe wants you to turn inward and look at yourself. Know that you have the answers in you. I know this sounds cliche, but I mean this, and I wish I could make it more clear in a different way, but you have it in you. So there's some part of you that feels like it needs some kind of closure, affirmation, validation, recognition, something like that from something external. And what you need to realize is that, let me think about how to say this. There's a truth that you either feel like you don't know or that you don't know. And that's what you need to figure out. If it's a truth that you know and you're just not accepting it, then that's one thing, right? If it's a truth that that you think you need, but you don't really need it in order to heal, then you need to look at that and look inside yourself. I hope that helps. If there is a truth that still needs to come in from outside of you, and it's legit, it's not some need you think, it's like a want, it's a need, right? It's a necessity, and there's nothing you can do to control how that comes in or how you get it. It's not on you, it's not your place. Then you need to avert your attention to the care and keeping of you hardcore, and when you do that, the truth will come in. I'm not saying right away, but it will be. It will be. When you are in that, it won't be long after. When you're in it and you maintain it, okay? Okay. You end with yourself not in your power. This entire reading is you halted the whole month of April. You're like, yeah. It doesn't have to be so heavy and painful. It doesn't. Accept the non-control. And I know, but really do what you can to get yourself there, right? Just keep looking inward. Keep taking care of you. Making sure all your needs are met. All your base needs, hierarchical needs. Okay, what can we do? What can Taurus do to get themselves into the upright? This Empress into the upright. The Devil. The Two of Swords. Overthinking. It's your pattern of overthinking, and it's tied into your Ten of Cups. It's either preventing you from it clearly, or it's also your idea of what your happily ever after looks like. So, yeah. I just saw this whole thing where you like putting focus and you're not realizing you're manifesting. When you're like thinking about and you're visualizing, when you're visualizing, you're manifesting. When you're willing something or desiring something, you're manifesting. And what the feeling I'm getting is you are really calculated and you're terrified of not being in control at your root. And so you're like manipulating when you don't even recognize you're doing it. Your intentions are good, but they're muddied because you're coming from a place of fear and lack at the core. You understand? Let's pull another one because you only got one, but okay, that's sideways. The Magician. All these major arcana is huge deal, Taurus. This is huge deal here. The Magician sideways. It manifesting. It's literally what I just said. It's being clear about when you are manifesting and then how you're doing it, where you're coming from, what's really underneath it. Okay? Okay, which causes you, I think you figure that out because you get into the Eight of Swords. So there maybe the reality is a little like, oh shit, right? It's hard. There's going to be some hard truths in here. But you can handle it. You're fucking Taurus, okay? You can fucking handle it. Okay. Are you also the Hierophant? Yes. And the High Priestess I have up there. You're all over this, okay? And this is soul. This is like lifetimes, ancestral karma patterns, the whole thing. This is a big fucking deal right now. Your whole life is a big deal, but right now is very important for you. Okay. What can Taurus do? Oh, week 4. What can Taurus do? We're gonna the Ace of Wands in reverse to get out of the Eight of Swords influence. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Jeez, this card wants to stay on. I'm gonna keep it out. Okay, all right. Stop stressing. That's what it wants you to do. Overthinking. And not in letting yourself enjoy the good things that good things can happen, and not letting yourself follow your passions and your desires. Getting to a place where you have built yourself up. Remember, this reading is about you preserving, refilling your energetic reserve and then preserving it, right? And you've struggled with holding on and maintaining yourself and your voice and your integrity and yourself, right? And maybe you're afraid of that. You're afraid still here because you're not giving yourself enough credit. You're not giving yourself enough credit. Yeah. The Seven of Swords. In this case, it's self-betrayal. And it's also because someone betrayed you originally in your core wound. And the Fool, which is Taurus again, right? And the Chariot. How are you getting all major arcana? It's outrageous, Taurus. Okay. You have to let yourself take the leap. Take the leap. Was the Fool over in the... Yeah, the Fool was over in week 1 in the reverse. Take the leap. Let go of control. Trust in yourself. Rebuild first. Heal, keep healing. It's a journey, right? Keep healing. The thing you want to do is to be consistent and consistently move and dedicated. And even if it's tiny steps, as long as they're up, okay? Right now you're fucking stuck right now, but you're keeping yourself here. You're giving too much of your power externally to external forces. Okay. One more, it's saying one more for that. It's the Four of Wands. It's your ideas surrounding commitment. It is commitment. It's commitment and communion and co-creation. It's your ideas of it. It's your actuality of it. It's the strengthening of it. It's the accepting of it. It's the reorganizing of it. You know what I'm saying? It's seeing it clearly and letting yourself have goodness and letting yourself go into, it's not reckless abandonment when you don't know how everything is going to happen, okay? It's not. You have to find that place where you're trusting in the flow. Remember your divine self, Taurus. Remember your divine self and learn how to integrate that into your human self and how to make them live together, okay? All right, so you end with the Hangman in reverse. Now that is pausing, but because instead of needing to look at perspectives from outside of you, you need to look inside yourself. You have the answer. You alone have the answer, okay? So what can Taurus do to help them realize what the answers are inside of them? Dude, they're both major arcana. This is outrageous. Temperance again and strength again. Again, both tests of the universe, right? You got both of them again. The test of letting go of control and using faith as your compass, which is temperance, and strength, which is the discipline and will, and that you don't have to bulldoze things, and you don't have to manipulate things, and that you are powerful. It's understanding that you're powerful, understanding what your power is, dedicated to keep learning what that is and how it looks and how it shows up, and understanding how you wield it. The Three of Pentacles, yeah, just how it started, and the Knight of Pentacles. It's building up that foundation so it's steady, so that you maintain your autonomy and your communion in a co-creation, right? It's allowing yourself to move and move at a steady pace, to go from no movement to steady movement. Trusted, solid, okay? I'm going to pull one more. And then I'll pull a Mandala, the King of Wands, sideways going into the reverse, and the Four of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Again, okay. This is about not letting yourself settle. The Queen of Wands. So we have divine counterpart. We have Aries and Leo showing up. Doesn't have to be any of those. The Ace of Cups underneath that. But it is most certainly about how you show up in relationship, where you are choosing to keep yourself small and to settle and to stay small and safe, instead of letting yourself expand into the unknown and become everything that you know you are. You're a lot, man. You're the High Priestess, right? That's a lot of energy and the Hierophant to be channeling, but you are Tarians. You are made for this. You are the Empress. You can handle all of this, okay? You can. You are, more than any other sign, the most grounded. You're earth. You're all this esoteric knowledge is coming in, and it's the foundation is roots. You feel me? Roots in the 3D. The other Empress is Libra. That's air. Those roots are in air. That's a lot of shifting. There's a lot of solid here for you. You feel me? And that's what it's showing up as. So you might have a Leo in your life that you are needing to have strength and patience with, and letting go of control of that. Or it is how you show up and demand respect and equality. You know what I'm saying? It could be either one. It'll be different for all of you. If you want to tell me in the comments, cool, but don't worry about it if you don't. Okay. We're going to pull one last card for you from the Native Heart Healing Oracle. And these have meditations. So what I'll do for that is hold up the meditation, because it's a lot of reading. And you can screenshot it, and then you can do it if you want. I'll also hold up whatever card comes out, so you can screenshot that, so you can look at it during the meditation if you want. No worries. You don't have to do any of that. But if you're drawn to it, it's available. Okay. One final overall guidance of what is most important in your perspective source for Tarians to keep in mind and embody and be aware of throughout this month of April. Okay. 2. Goddess Butterfly, which is number 9, which is self. It's fulfillment, self-fulfillment. And Stargate of Orion, which is number 5, which is obstacles and conflicts and how you approach them. So screenshot both of these if you want. I'll do them separate too, so you can do them for those of you who need to see them separate, and if you need to see them together. And we'll switch it this way too. I want to make sure everybody's, there we go. Okay. Awesome. The Wheel of Creation is on the bottom. I'm just going to show you that one. Okay. Goddess Butterfly. I never had her before. Dope. Transition, non-verbal communication, High Priestess, Soulmate. Goddess Butterfly blesses you with love and transformation. This mandala presents to those that are ready to spread their wings, fly, and nurture other precious souls who are awaiting their own transformation, expanding in co-creation, right? You will notice the butterfly within this mandala is surrounded by a circle of small pods. These pods represent those souls who are awaiting metamorphosis, and a large part of your journey now is to show them the way. Nurture them as you would yourself. You have all that you need. Now is your time to share your gift to the world. Interesting. It's coming up in a different way than the reading, right? This mandala speaks the language of love. I would really love to know how this mandala resonates and relates to you. If you'd like to share in the comments with me, that would be awesome. No worries, no pressure either way. This language is not heard by the ears, but quite simply felt by the heart. The language of love is universal, and all that walk this plane are fluent with the dialect of the heart. So practice communicating in this way, your being, right? Your knowing and your being in alignment. No words are required. It is a silent transfer of love as we pass one another, any other. There are no rules, simply love. It's being in tune with the energetic flow and understanding the communication of that, right? As a goddess of love, butterfly also represents the love in your physical life. If you have been seeking love, seek no more. Open your heart and take the hand of love as you dive into the depths with another, which is the Three of Pentacles the multiple times and the Lovers, right? It doesn't have to, you don't have to qualify, quantify, or like put it in a box, label what it is. Just recognize the connection, and if it's good for you, and if it honors you, and if you're both simultaneously uplift each other, and let yourself experience it for as long as it continues to be in alignment with your highest vibrational good. You feel me? Don't worry about longevity of the, you know what I'm saying, of that stuff. That you will get there if you need to get there. Do you feel me? Okay. It is time for your hands to interweave, your hearts to connect, and your souls to smile as you recognize each other and journey forward together. If you are in an existing relationship, the presence of Goddess Butterfly will touch your hearts as you deepen your connection of unity. The key elements are the color rose pink, your heart chakra, air, teaching, ancient ways, heightened senses, the language of love, new relationships, reconnection with the past. Here is the meditation, so you can screenshot it. Okay, so now we're going to do the Stargate of Orion. I knew a kid named Orion once. A million zillion years ago when I was a kid. Our parents were friends. Okay. Freedom of expression, emotional intelligence, like-minded connections. This mandala has come to remind you of the stardust that creates your very being. Hello, High Priestess, right? The Stargate within this mandala is a direct entry point to travel within the Orion constellation. All of the major arcana that are coming out for you guys, surrounding the Stargate are symbols that send forth light codes to further awaken your crystalline being. This card indicates that you are an advanced initiate on your path. By advanced, this mandala simply suggests that your physical self has become more of a light body. You may utilize this mandala to contact the Orion constellation through meditation. There are beings there who are ready and willing to assist you in your evolution should you choose to make this journey. Finally, this mandala asks you to connect with the water elements both physically and energetically. Connect physically by swimming in natural water sources and increasing your pure water intake. On an energetic level, there is much for you to master with the water elemental, so take the time to connect through the below meditation. Interesting for you earth signs to get some water, but it makes sense. Soil, right? You're growing something, you need water. So you're growing you right now. So whatever water, physical, actual water, and whatever that metaphor translates to you. Okay, where's this? It is here and up here. All right, Taurus. I hope that this was helpful. I hope this was helpful. This is a lot, but not bad. Challenging month, but you have what it takes to get through this, and you're going to come out on the other side of this. I can't wait to see where you are in May. Kudos to you. And sweetest travels to you on your journey to your strongest self. You got this, okay? I will see you guys in like 2 weeks at your mid-monthly. Oh, yeah, can't wait for that. All right. Till then, bye, Taurus.